Hello, whoever decided to watch this. Thank you for clicking on my video and deciding to join me in this journey that I've been on. So I wrote a script for this because, you know, personal videos are kind of anxiety filled or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I decided not to go on script because wanted it to be more from the heart, whatnot, and personal. Well, first off, as you can probably tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be shaving my head. So as you see, it's currently in a ponytail. So if you want to see how long it is, it's decent. I mean, it used to be a lot longer, which is something I'll explain. Sides are already shaved. They used to be shaved to the scalp. That was me. I've been testing out kind of cutting my own hair, which is cool. You know, branching out artistically. But anyways, back on track. So I used to have a lot longer hair, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing this today. So for the past decade, I have been on and off struggling with an eating disorder. Some of you have known this, some of you might not have known this. You might have assumed. It's totally cool if you assume. It's cool. I get it. Anyways, been on and off struggling with that. If you want to know more details about that, just contact me. I'm really open now. I wasn't in the beginning at all. Hid it from the world. But, you know, I'm trying to be more open about this because I encourage others to be more open and not be afraid of their mental health stuff and what they're dealing with and what's going on. And so I want to do what I encourage, and that's what I'm doing today. So it came back up again, the struggle with the eating disorder, back in about 2016. It reared its ugly head, so I had to go to a facility and take some time off from school, and told a lot of people, I was like, hey, you know, just taking time to myself, you know, whatevs. No, I was taking time to myself, but I was taking time to the little self inside me that was trying to creep out and be like, oh. Anyways, if you know about eating disorders, you get that. There's like the little eating disorder and whatever. So anyways, a big part of my eating disorder, and has been since the beginning, is my hair. So I used to have it down to my waist, and when I first went through recovery about 10 years ago, I had very long hair, and I cut it as kind of me saying like, hey, you know, I don't have to have my identity connected to having very long hair. It was part of feeling feminine and things like that, also hiding behind my hair. And so I thought, you know, I cut my hair, I'm fighting back, all that. And then I realized as I was getting older that it then became another part of my identity that I was still hiding behind, that my hair was defining me, you know, having different styles, different colors, stuff like that. I was really strongly identifying with my hair and what I looked like, and that was me. And I have to work on accepting the fact that how I look and things like that are not who I am. Which brings me to this video. So I've been delaying this for literally a week because it's Sunday. December 31st was last Sunday, and I wanted to start off the new year and with cutting literally and figuratively all the ties of my eating disorder. Of course, it's not gonna just poof away, but the hair and shaving that off will be a big thing, because even though I have the shaved sides, I still had this to hide behind, this bit up here, and I would put it in front of my face. I'd use it as bangs, different things like that. It was still a large part of my identity, and so because it took over so much of my 2016 and 2017, I want to start 2018 with a clean slate and challenging myself and going towards no longer being unsure, but rather being unstoppable. I didn't get that by myself. I took one of those Facebook quizzes. It's like, hey, let's compare your years. And I was like, oh, I like that. That's really cool. Unsure, unstoppable. So But really, I like that. I want to work on that, because with uncertainty, there is a lot of that in the eating disorder, where you are in this kind of in-between area where everything kind of is in a standstill, where you don't want to move forward too much and you don't want to move back, of course, and there's just lots of that. So you want to stay in that safety zone, whereas Unstoppable shows a movement in it. In the word, it's saying, you know, I'm moving forward, I'm propelling forward, and that's what I want to do. I want to propel myself forward and be unstoppable, and not letting my various mental health struggles hold me back and from what I want to do, and rather be part of what I want to do, in a sense, not necessarily controlling me, but rather me working together with what I struggle with. Anyways, that's a whole nother conversation. We don't have enough time to go into all that. If you've dealt with mental stuff, then you know what I'm talking about, or if you've looked into it, or you might just have a keen understanding about it. Anyways, lots to dive into about that, but just wanted to include you in this journey. I've not shaved this much hair off, so I have little snip clippers just in case. So I guess we'll start with that, and we'll go from there, and you get to see the whole process of me going through this emotionally. Okay, so let's just, you know, stop lollygagging, Sabrina, and just, yep, I hear the little rip sound. Yep, it's snipping. Sorry if this is taking a while for you guys. You can stop watching the video, or you can fast forward. I don't know how that all works. I'm not really good at all this editing and stuff, so unfortunately me fast forwarding and stuff through this part. And so I was planning on growing this out, and I was like, yeah, I'm not growing out my full hair. I still have the sides of it, so, you know, that doesn't count. But I could tell I was getting back into things and saying, like, oh, I'm getting back into a mindset where I wanted to hide behind my hair again. And so I decided, nope, I need to just start new, start fresh, and just do something that I've always thought about doing, but has always been afraid to do for various reasons, such as, and this is some of the questions that my little eating disorder voice likes to ask me, like, hey, what if you have some big event that comes up, you know, like a wedding or something, and you regret, like you're part of a wedding and you regret cutting your hair because now you stand out in that way. Well, you know, for one, I can't identify with my hair, and if I'm identifying with my hair, then I feel as though people at the wedding will only be seeing my hair and they won't be seeing me. And so I need to let myself know that whatever these events might be, that I'm still me, whatever my hair looks like. And I've been working on, you know, the whole idea of standing out from other people, which has always been kind of a weird struggle of mine. But I've been trying to challenge myself and doing things that cause me to stand out from a crowd. And then apparently people just tell me, you know, like my personality causes that too. I don't know. So you can't control how people perceive you. You can only control how you perceive yourself. And so if I perceive myself positively, no matter how my hair looks, then that's what other people are going to take in. Because if you're hiding behind it, then that's how people are going to take it. It's like, oh, you know, something's going on and all that. And so I'm just really talking while I'm cutting this because it's kind of goes on and on. It doesn't look like that much hair, but evidently it is. It just keeps going on. This is a process. Anyways, we'll keep going to those other questions that were in my head, such as, so are you gonna hide it, you know, under wigs and hats and stuff because of shame? Because that's a lot of what the eating disorder involves, is shame of what you look like, shame of yourself, shame of who you are. And I want to challenge myself not to. Of course, I love beanies, so I wore beanies before this and all that, so I might, you know, still wear beanies, especially if it's cold, because, you know, it's still January. I mean, it's Texas, but it's January in Texas. It's been cold lately, so I might need to wear the occasional beanie. But for the most part, I want to be proud of me, hair, no hair, and not hide behind something, such as what I did with my hair. I don't know how much I need to cut off before I start shaving, because it was so different whenever I did these and stuff. I don't know, I guess we can start and just see how it goes. Okay, so not yet. See how it doesn't, it just kind of catches. Yeah, it just doesn't really want to get anything, so I guess we got to keep going. So that's another one of those questions. Another question going on in there is, are you gonna wear big earrings because you're ashamed of your ears and you want to hide those since your hair is gonna be short and won't be able to cover them? Well, I already wear big earrings because I like the way they look, and that's something I've had to try to work through, because am I hiding? You know, what's that? And then there's the whole like perception of earrings and stuff that people can get into. And I like big earrings. I have lots of them. I enjoy them, but I also am going to try to challenge myself to not only wear big earrings and saying like, oh, this is all I can wear. I mean, I can, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's all about the mindset, you know? It's about, why am I doing this? It's not about the actual act. It's, why am I going this direction? And then let's see. Other questions that my email sorter poses. Oh, how my like family and friends will see, like, oh, like what's going on? Do we need to worry about you? And that's why I'm doing this video, so that you guys know, because I have a tendency to do like big changes and tell nobody about it, because I'm like, no, I know what's going on. Oh wow, it's already getting kind of short. That's cool. So I'm doing this video because it's kind of me coming out to a lot of people, because before this video I would say probably like a dozen or so people knew about what's been going on with me. And then that people might have assumed, or they've known like just a little bit of it. But I'm hoping this will start the conversation, because with 2018 I also want to have more honest, open relationships with people, and that's something I'm working on with everyone in my life, with my romantic relationship, with my parents, with friends, all family. I want to, you know, be able to be honest with people and not feel like I need to hide myself and that I'm ashamed. This one's being tricky back here. And so I guess the biggest thing that right now I'm thinking about is hoping another cool front doesn't come through, because I decided also to put it off because it's been really cold in Texas. It was colder the other day here than it was in Alaska. And my partner, he's from Alaska, and I showed him that and I was like, look, it's colder, because he always wants me to go to Alaska. So I'm like, I guess now, right this minute, we can go to Alaska. But that's just a side story for you guys' entertainment. Oh, and if you're wondering why I use partner instead of boyfriend, because people wonder that, is I went through some different support groups, and everyone in them, whether they had a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, everyone used partner, because it kept things more anonymous, so then it doesn't put anyone at risk in the group, because everyone was of different professions, of different everythings, and so it kept everyone also closer, because there was no judgment. Everyone had the same term for everything, you know, previous partner, current partner, possible partner. And so I've gone into that. So yes, a lot of people have assumptions with that word, but my hope is that we can just incorporate it, because it helps connect people, I've noticed, because no matter what word comes out whenever you use romantic interest, people unintentionally or intentionally will have different assumptions or biases, and that's okay. Everyone's got their own things they're going through and working through in their own life, and that's totally cool. But with incorporating partner more into how we talk about people, oh wow, okay, I'm digging it. It's pretty short. It's kind of it's different, but now I know how it's gonna look when it grows out. That's cool. And oh yeah, I just remembered something I forgot I was saying earlier about me cutting my own hair. So I started doing that back in about like half a year ago or so, a little more than half a year. I started doing that because I wanted to have a more connected self with my hair and seeing if that would help with me not hiding behind it and my eating disorder, and it did, and it expanded my kind of artistic realm, and I started cutting other people's hair, and it was a lot of fun. And so that's why I have different tools and stuff. I mean, I'm no way like ready to open my own salon and stuff. Okay, cool. I don't know if we're ready to start yet, but I guess we could try. Maybe we can try hiring it. I don't know. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, that helps. Okay, we're getting hair off. That's cool. Woo, that is going a lot shorter than I was expecting. That's cool. But you know, gotta start somewhere and go from there. Okay, here we go. Maybe I can ask somebody if they can help me. That I have lots of friends that are like involved in like electronics, and like my brother, he used to do stuff with like videos, so maybe he can help me fast forward this part. If not, that's why I'm just gonna keep talking to you guys. Oh wow. Okay. Cool. We're doing this. This is happening. I was really thinking of not doing this video today because you know, my eating disorder started talking. I was like, you're breaking out today, and you're not at the right weight range to be doing a video that you're thinking about putting out for everyone to see, so you shouldn't do this. But here's the thing. If you're still, no matter where you are in your recovery, just know when it comes to eating disorder, it's never the right day. It never is. It's always going to be too early or then too late. That the eating disorder is always gonna, let me take these off because I gotta get around the ears. The eating disorder is always gonna try to find a way to say you've messed up and I know what's best, and it's not true. And so, for example, today I was nervous because I didn't like the way I looked right now, but that's something I'm working on, is saying, hey, just looking in the mirror and saying, I may not see this, but I still gotta say it anyways, that I'm beautiful. So I'm saying it to you, you're beautiful. And no matter what the day is, so no matter where you are in your life, in your recovery, you are beautiful. You are wonderful, and I love you. I really do. I don't know you, but I love you. And the reason why I know that is because there's a piece in everybody that wants and desires to be loved, and I connect to that piece. And there's a piece in everyone that we can all connect to, no matter the person. And so that's why I know that I can say that I love you, even if I don't know you. Or if I do know you and we have some beef or something, that's cool. Maybe we can work through it, evening this out. I should probably just go back and do that. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to see if I can just fast forward all this. And a lot of people ask me like, hey, how do you do the back of your head? Like, isn't that the hardest part? Do you need someone to help you? No, actually, you just gotta feel it. Like, you just gotta feel the back. That's how, because I have it all short back there already. So you just gotta be one with your hair, you know? No, I'm just kidding. You just gotta touch it with your hand. Okay. I'm trying to think of more questions. Oh, what if people assume things about you? Looking at your head and it's shaved. That's cool. Thing is, no matter what, people are going to assume things about you. And that's okay. That's not against you. It's not against them. It's that everyone's going through stuff. And however people are able to cope through that, you know, that's what you gotta let them do. It's not their fault. They don't want to intentionally hurt you. I believe they don't want to intentionally hurt you, and that they just have stuff they're personally go through that they need to figure out. And so, you know, a lot of times I just try to throw this out there. Maybe it's something they've always wanted to aspire to try to do, and they've always been afraid. You know, like with people in tattoos and piercings and sexual orientation and clothing style, and there's so many things that, you know, people deeply they identify with that, but there's a part of them that's still holding on to the fear, which is a huge part of the eating disorder, is fear. And so you gotta work on letting go of your own fear of what people think of you, and then they can work on letting go of the fear that they think of themselves. You know, I don't know, I'm going too far with this. It's hair. In the end, that's the thing that I have to realize with this. It's hair, and it grows back. For the most part, it'll grow back the same. I mean, I've never fully shaved my head, so, you know, things could happen. It could grow back a different way. But, you know, it's still just hair. And it's cool. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot more insecure about certain things right now, but, you know, you just gotta just continue to, whenever those thoughts come up, say, that's cool. You know, I understand why I might feel that way, and I'm still beautiful, I'm still awesome, and I still have plenty of things to offer other than that one characteristic that I'm becoming or I feel insecure about. Wow. Man, shaving your head is a process. It's a process. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm definitely having lots of ideas of like some art now, some jewelry. That's what I love to do. In case you're wondering, looking at my jewelry, yeah, that's what I love, to make jewelry. I love to look at it. I love to touch it, buy it. You know, that's something that really helped me with recovery and different things like that. You gotta find something that you love. That not just something, you know, you like to do, something you just love. Like, no matter what, like, it's somebody else's, it's something, you love that. And it really helps, you know, whenever I got really down and stuff, you just, you know, look at whatever you like, you know, be close to it, be near it. So if that's books, you know, just go to a bookstore. It's like, I don't have any money, because there's times I didn't have any money for, like, supplies to make jewelry, to buy jewelry, whatever. That's cool. Just be around it. There's something there that you just, you know, can embrace being close to what you love, because that'll help channel a part of you that you love, I think, personally. I'm not a philosopher under any means, so this is just stuff that I've kind of learned through my personal experience. And so everyone learns different things. Everyone gets different wisdom from their life, from their recovery especially. So, you know, that's just what I'm sharing. So everyone might feel different things, you know. Sometimes when people go through recovery, they have to be far away from the things that they thought they loved to figure out what they really love. Because, you know, like, for example, when I was first going through recovery, I thought, you know, I loved certain athletic activities, until I realized I was an over-exerciser, and so I had to cut that out for a while. That was really hard. That was really difficult for me, and I'm just now beginning to integrate it slowly back into my life, because it soon became that all things were, there's that word, trigger for me. And yes, we do, you know, it can be a funny, like, oh, that's a trigger, I'm triggered, but it is also serious for people. So that's why I'm using that, is that, you know, there were things that were you know, a trigger for me, so I had to be careful. Certain foods, and so what I'm trying to say here is there's a large gray area. Not everything's black and white. Not everything is, you have to be like, everything is a trigger for this person. So, like, if you find someone out that someone hasn't used, or, like, I can't talk about food, I can't talk about bodies, like, you know, just ask them, like, hey, you know, I love when people just ask, like, hey, is this okay to talk about? And then I'll just let them know. I'll just be like, I'd rather not, you know? Or I might say, no, it's totally fine. It's not what I'm dealing with. Just, you know, talk to people. That's the best thing. And so then it starts to eliminate the idea that people are assuming stuff about us. By that, us, I mean everybody. Everyone feels like there's assumptions made about them. It's right now. This is it. That's not even all of it. It's sitting on my vanity, which, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you. It's really cluttered, which is cool. I just, you know, it's just something I'm also working through. Is I used to be really super organized, you know, and I'm working on finding balance in that. It's all about balance. That's all I'm saying. It's all about balance. That, you know, when it comes to everything, except there's one I always say, unless you're Wesley from Princess Bride, when it comes to poison, there really isn't that much of a balance. Because, you know, Wesley from Princess Bride, he was able to find a balance where he had discerned poison anyways, and he could consume it. So other than poison, there's really not a balance of poison. They even, like, showed that in a recent episode of the new Will and Grace. That, someone had some poison in some bread that they thought you could consume in small amounts. No. So, you know, other than poison, you know, balance. Life in balance, moderation. And I know I'm just kind of spitballing those terms that everyone sees on, like, those little jewelry charms and on Facebook quizzes. But it's true. You know, it's really true. One word, it means different things to different people. And so with one person, balance can mean one thing. And with another person, balance could mean another thing. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's all that kind of middle, black and white, gray area blended in between. Because what I've noticed is that whenever you go into the gray area, you're not eliminating the black and white. You're not saying, no, that's to that way and that's to the other way. You're really going and taking both and blending them and finding, you know, that mixture. It's like whenever you're blending a really great cup of hot chocolate. Sorry, I love hot chocolate. And you're adding in, like, more than just the hot chocolate. So you're adding in maybe a little bit of cinnamon and, like, some marshmallows. You know, there's that perfect blend where it's not saying, you know, I gotta take out one and just have the other. Because then you're just gonna have powdered chocolate or hot water or ground cinnamon. Or if you only mix two, then you'd have cinnamon water, which, maybe that's good. I don't know, I've never tried it, so I couldn't tell you. Right now I'm just getting the back. Whew. Sorry. I wish I had some music to play for you guys, like maybe some Enya or something, or could sing a little song in our head. But really, what I'm trying to say from this video is whether it's about me or about you, if you're afraid to reach out to me, go ahead and do it. Ask me, you know, because I understand even if they're just questions, prying questions, you want to know, like, what I went through, what I struggled with, all that. It might help you somewhere. It might help you figure something out about yourself that you wanted to work through. Or if there's something for yourself, you know, I'm doing something that I've been afraid to do for a while. Yeah, probably forever, since I was little. And so, you know, maybe do something fearless this year. And it's not just because it's a new year, it's because every day is something new. And you just never know what's going to help you, what's going to help someone else, and what's going to start a conversation, and what could save someone's life. Because honestly, you never know. And even if it's not about someone else, and it's about you, that's cool too. Because what I've realized is it's not selfish to do things just for you and to focus on yourself, because I had to do that for like the last year, and I found out it's really tiring to just focus on yourself. It gets exhausting, but it's okay. If you need to do that, you need to do that. You gotta take care of yourself. And then whenever it comes to other people, it's not always people pleasing and codependency to do things for other people. Like I said, balance. So I think I'm almost done. It's cool. I'm digging it. Oh, yeah, I have a mirror right here, which is why I'm able to do this. In case you're wondering, like, whoa, how is she doing all this and able to see the process? I have a mirror. You can't see it, but I can. Sorry, I wish you could be included and see in the mirror, but you'd just be seeing exactly what you're seeing now, probably. Gotta get behind the ears. Gotta lift those ears to figure out the hairs you missed. Yeah. Anyways, to my family, if there are things you wanted to ask me or talk to me about, curious questions, because of course when it comes to eating disorder, it's not just about eating, body, any of that. There's lots of other things going on. So if there's anything you want to talk to me about, feel free to reach out to me, text me, call me, email me, especially to my my cousins that I don't get to see a lot. Just feel free to talk to me, be like, hey, so saw this video, what's up, you doing okay? I think I got it all. Yeah, a little hair right there. Okay, cool. You can turn that off. Sorry you had to watch like 20 minutes of me shaving my head, but we've all spent 20 minutes watching videos that then we regretted and said, oh, I just spent 20 minutes watching that video. But hopefully this one you didn't regret, because we were chatting, having a conversation, totally one-sided, didn't get any responses. It's cool. Anyways, honestly not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. That was gonna be a lot harder. Not too bad. Probably it's gonna be hard tomorrow, the next day, and there's days that I'm like, trying to do something, and I'm like, those days. Because in the moment, it's just, I got to see it all happen. I was in control, so guess I'll keep you updated on how it feels. Not too bad. I was hoping to do a video where I wasn't wearing jewelry or makeup, being exposed, but I had to say to myself, no, this is part of something I love and that I love to wear, and it's not me hiding under it. It's something that I love, and that's why I'm going to try to find a balance with my hair now that I have to start over with all that. I mean, I still got little stubbies. Yeah, little stubbies. But anyways, that's all I got. I hope you are doing well with your new year. I hope that whatever you're struggling with, that you reach out to somebody, because as much as you want to know that you can do things alone, because you can, you're strong, you also don't have to do it alone, and there's people that are wanting to help you, that want to be there for you, and just know that. And I hope that you find beautiful relationships with people in the process, and a beautiful relationship with yourself, because, wait for it, you're beautiful. Don't forget it. Alrighty. Bye, you guys. Thanks for watching my video, getting to know a little bit about me, and have a great day.